Here are just a few of the secrets you'll discover in this powerful guide. You're going to learn the secrets of connecting with a man on a deep and emotional level so he can meet the real you. Most men are put off by women's social masks and want nothing more than to get to know what you're really like. You're going to learn why the vast majority of men literally can't hear you when you talk to them in a certain way, and how to use this as your advantage over other women. You're going to learn the critical response you must know if he ever gets quiet and doesn't want to talk. Most women have no clue about this and often do irreversible damage to the relationship on accident. You're going to learn dangerous words and phrases that affect a man much more than you might realize. Most women do this without even knowing it and accidentally kill their man's attraction towards them. You're going to learn what never to say to a man if you ever want him to see you as long-term relationship material. Unfortunately, most women still don't know about this. And you're also going to learn a simple mental shift that you can make that instantly makes you better girlfriend material than any girl he knows. So being a friend and trying to be helpful to a guy is a good way to enter girlfriend territory, right? Wrong. This guide explains why so many women accidentally end relationships this way. You also read about a big warning. Avoid these two common mistakes most women make like the plague. Ignoring the single warning could leave you single forever, never knowing why. You're also going to discover how to make yourself sexier in his mind than any woman he's ever met by treating him differently than other women he meets. And I can guarantee you this one isn't what you think. When you're around his friends, do you make this common mistake and not even know it? This is how even good girlfriends accidentally drive their men away. You're also going to discover the amazing ask for directions trick that will make him long to protect and love you. This simple secret alone will raise you above any other woman in his eyes. Can trying to be helpful to a man secretly irk him? Yes, but when you understand why, you'll be able to use it to get him to open up instead. You're also going to learn how to build inner confidence that mesmerizes men and establishes a permanent spot in their minds. This is just one of the beneficial side effects that comes from truly understanding how men think. Now let me ask, do you think it's okay to cry when you're upset? Most women instantly say, of course. But what about when a man gets upset? Here's what his version of crying looks like and how you can respond in a way that will actually increase his desire for you. If you constantly find yourself saying things to a man that don't really sound like yourself, the respect principle is your key to getting him to love you for who you are. And you're also going to learn something that's much better than body language. Try this potent attraction technique tonight. It only takes 2 minutes and he won't even know why he's suddenly so drawn to you. And you're also going to learn how the respect principle can quickly and easily make men intensely desire you. Once you master it, the possible applications are endless. It works remarkably well no matter what stage of the relationship you're in. You're also going to learn to speak to men in a language that touches a primal inner part of their mind and become a constant source of excitement, interest, and pursuit for them. You'll learn about these and much, much more in this empowering guide. Now, can the respect principle work for you? When I started giving this guide out to women, I knew it would have some impact, but there was no way I could anticipate how well it would work. The other surprising thing was how many different ways these women started using it in their lives. Is what men secretly want for you? Well, it may not be for you if you have an endless supply of men quality, great men that are exactly your type, and each of them is ready to drop everything and commit fully to you so you can pick and choose. Or if you're already in a loving, fantastic relationship with a man of your dreams, and he's the one hinting at getting married. Or if you're already married to Mr. Right and you have no doubt you're both going to grow old together. Or when you go out with your friends, it's you who women are jealous and envious of because amazing men line up to get a chance to talk to you. Or when you're out on a date, the guy you're with doesn't even notice the attractive waitress walk by, or any other women in the room for that matter, because he's so smitten with you. Or you know exactly what a man is thinking and feeling, and he's like an open book with you because he trusts you and loves you so much. Now, this guide is for you if you're feeling stuck and unable to connect with a guy and get him to be devoted to you and open up to you and love you forever. Or if you're tired of having men become distant, emotionally closed, withdrawn, or even disappear with no explanation. Or if you refuse to go one more night waiting by the phone wondering if he's going to text or call you. Or if you can't seem to find the right guy or keep attracting guys, then somehow messing up and having to start over again. Or if you feel that trying to figure out what a man is thinking and feeling is like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube. Or if you're afraid of getting hurt again by a man who checks out other women when you're out, or leaves you and ends up committing to, settling down with, and even marrying some other woman. Or if you're still kicking yourself about getting too intimate with a man, perhaps more than one, and no matter what you did, he disappeared out of your life, and you're afraid of making that same disastrous mistake again. My biggest desire for you is to have the kind of exciting, satisfying, and loving relationship you deserve. And this guide is like me working with you personally to make sure you have this newfound ability with men. If you want a real relationship where you're not only cherished, but also constantly thought of, romanced, and treated like the beautiful woman you are, this guide is for you. Now, here's how you can start using the respect principle today. If you want to get what men secretly want today and start using it by tonight, here's how you can do it. Unfortunately, I can't personally give you a couple hours of consultation, but I actually have something that's much better than that for you. Normally, the options would be: 1, you could hire me to coach and train you one-on-one, which would be a lot more effective than trial and error, but it would still be an investment of several $100s. Or 2, you could hire a private therapist and just cross your fingers, hoping they are knowledgeable about the keys to attracting men, but it's unlikely that he's had the real-life trial and error that I've been fortunate to gain through this powerful guide. But luckily, today I'm going to offer you a much easier solution. I've distilled the complete formula into an easily consumable 31-page guide that you can download and read this evening and start using just as quickly. It's conveniently in PDF format, so you can download it just minutes from now and be able to easily attract and commit any man. But for the respect principle to actually work for you, you have to integrate it into your life and relationships. So I created an MP3 perfect for listening to in your car if you're constantly on the move. All it takes is just one listen to this MP3 as I explain the power of this principle, and you'll understand men and how to irresistibly attract them like few women ever will. I've also included a bonus audio where I provide the perfect answers to common situations with men. I also answer some common questions that arise when women start using the respect principle for themselves. Once you have this, just like with the other women fortunate enough to have read this guide, you'll notice almost miraculous results with men. Let me ask you, how awesome will it be to show him off to your girlfriends and watch their jaws drop when he does all the things a real man should? Things like opening the car door for you and pulling the chair out for you at a restaurant. The look of love and adoration they see in his eyes when he looks at you. Think about how empowering it'll be to know what a guy is thinking in any particular situation. To know exactly what to say, to speak right to his needs as a man. To have the kinds of excited and enthusiastic conversations usually only reserved for the best of friends. How much would that be worth to you? Imagine if you could get the kind of powerful relationship advice that most people spend an arm and a leg for less than the price of a few trips to Starbucks. Wouldn't you agree that it's worth at least that much? I think you would agree that relationships are the most important things we have in life. I can tell you from my experience of seeing the inner lives of so many women that relationships are the only source of true happiness. And when it comes down to it, you can easily use these kinds of techniques to get the kind of relationships you want so badly for yourselves. If you can promise me that you're ready to use the respect principle, then it's time to welcome you to the Be Irresistible community with its most powerful guide, What Men Secretly Want. So what's it going to cost to get access to all this incredible information? Well, luckily for me, it was a labor of love. But if you were to take my path to gain these same priceless insights and knowledge, it would take hundreds of conversations with women and even more books and courses, not to mention the mentoring professionals I've trained with. But I hope you can tell that it's my passion to help you have a rich and satisfying relationship. So I'm happy that all this work can finally benefit you so much. I'm passionate about you getting miraculous relationship results, so I don't want you to have to pay for the pricey personal coaching, which would be an incredible bargain, or even the $500 it would cost for emergency consultation time, or even just the $97 I was originally going to price this system. You can get access to What Men Secretly Want right now and immediately be able to download the powerful guide and audios and start transforming your relationships forever starting today, so that as soon as tonight you can have the attention, adoration, and commitment of Mr. Right for just the easy one-time investment in yourself of just $47. Why just $47? Well, I'm charging the incredibly low price of just $47 for this program today for 3 reasons. 1, as a student of psychology, I know how important it is to make a commitment if you're going to take something seriously. We tend to value and, more importantly, use things that we work for, but permanently shelf things we get as gifts. 2, $47 puts this guide within the reach of pretty much everyone, and even those that are tight won't have to save up for it. This principle is so crucial that it's important to me that you can start using this principle in your life now instead of later. And 3, I believe in providing incredible value because I know that's the best way for you to be excited about this information, enthusiastically use it, and tell your friends going through the same thing about it. The goal here is to change one of the most harmful trends in modern relationships, and this is the guide that can do it. But I also want to make this an even easier decision. I'm going to offer you my ironclad 100% guarantee. Test drive What Men Secretly Want for a full 60 days with no risk. If within 60 days you're not absolutely ecstatic with the results you're getting with What Men Secretly Want for any reasons at all, just send me an email to let me know and you'll receive a quick and courteous refund of your entire investment right away. It's important to me that you believe in this course and actually use it to improve your relationships. I'm so confident that these proven principles will work for you and get you the love and commitment you desire, that I'm willing to take on all the risk and put my money and time where my mouth is. Sound fair? Well, let's get started. At this point, you've now reached a fork in the road, and you've got a decision to make that will be life-changing. You could get my short guide with all of its powerful secrets and totally transform your love life forever, or you could keep doing what you've been doing, hoping you get different results one day. But from my vast experience, one thing I've seen again and again is if you don't make a decision to change right now, it's very unlikely you ever will. You don't have to fall into the same cycle of frustration and unhappiness anymore because you have the answer right in front of you. You just need to take advantage of it. But one thing is for certain, a real life answer is right in front of you. You can empower yourself with the amazing ability to understand men and what makes them crave a commitment with certain women and run from others. By following the principles inside this short guide, you'll get a huge advantage over other women out there, even the ones that always seem to get attention from other men. Men will notice and feel something different about you because you'll be full of irresistible confidence and happiness when this puzzle is finally a thing of the past. Your friends and family members won't be able to explain it, but they'll notice. And you'll also attract more positive and supportive people who connect with you because you'll be that much more irresistible as a person. Most importantly, you'll finally have the knowledge, skill, and ability to find and keep the right guy forever. A man who will forever be devoted to you, will only have eyes for you, and will open his heart to you with loving commitment. A man who will want just one thing from you, to grow old with you. Why? Because he'll truly desire you for who you are and not just your body. Right now, I'm handing you the key to this precious reality, so take advantage of it. Remember, in this very moment, you have the most power to change. The decision you make right now will determine whether you have the kind of love you really want or continue to be frustrated with men, dating, and relationships. It's my passion to help you see true love in your life, but it's up to you to take action.